less than start underscore of underscore audio greater than tones. As you walk along Shahid Prabhas Kumar Barua Road on the Lal Auditorium University campus, your gaze is immediately drawn to the large building on the left. This massive structure, adorned with beautiful craftsmanship, is nestled against the mountains. It's a building with a history, declared abandoned within just 2 years of its inauguration. Imagine an auditorium with a seating capacity of about 1200, closed off for the past 28 years. There's even a story connected to it that was featured on Bhoot FM. Can you guess the university I'm describing? It's Chittagong University, a truly unique place where natural beauty thrives, the largest university in all of Bangladesh. This sprawling 2,100-acre campus is a diverse landscape, a collection of hills, waterfalls, lakes, snakes, birds, deer, and a rich biodiversity that adds a special charm. But has this beauty ever been a mask for something terrible? As they say, where there's beauty, there's often an unsettling undercurrent. I came to take the entrance exam in August 2022 with about 7 friends. We were to stay on campus for 5 or 6 days. Young and surrounded by such a captivating environment, we were naturally excited. After a long 10-hour journey, we fell asleep instantly that first day. The next day, my husband and I had our exams. We were the most eager ones, finishing before the others. This left us with 5 days to explore the university. We gathered information online and from senior students, our happiness building, but it was a happiness that would soon turn into a nightmare. It was the admission test period. I was staying at Mahakavi Aval Hall. After eating at the dining hall in the afternoon, my husband and I got ready to go out. Our destination was Teletalk Hill. We had gotten all the directions from senior students and a map. We started walking towards the hill. After passing Shahid Abdul Rab Hall, we entered the heart of the hill. Bangabandhu Hall wasn't operational yet. After climbing 3 hills in a row, we finally reached our destination. We descended into a jungle-like area. Crossing a small, canal-like section, we found ourselves in a valley. Silence surrounded us, with large mountains visible in front. The sound of crickets filled the air. Before dusk, my husband was very brave. No fear seemed to touch us. As the sun began to set, fatigue started to creep in as we climbed the mountain. In the distance, we could see another mountain, and a path seemed to connect them. One road leading to another, it was so far away yet so beautiful, a creation of the Creator. I felt a sense of gratitude, completely mesmerized by the beauty around us. We kept getting lost in the moment. Then, unexpectedly, it started to rain. It came down suddenly on the campus. In such a situation, descending this steep hill was going to be quite difficult. Another problem arose. We had to go down, which meant crossing 2 more hills. I broke off a tree branch to use as support so we wouldn't slip on the soft ground. As we moved forward a little, I saw something that surprised me. An old man was sitting on the edge of the mountain, naked in the rain, his head between his knees, completely still. At first, I thought we should just pass by, but Sami, my husband, felt a strange pull. We walked towards the small hill, and it was getting dark. As we got closer to the man, we heard a cry. We were certain it didn't come from him. The sound became clearer as we moved forward. I grabbed my husband's hand and said, "Let's see what happens if we go to the man. Let's just go a little further." At that moment, the Maghrib call echoed in my ears. My surroundings suddenly felt ominous. We went up to him and called out. Without raising his head, he said, "The brinjal knife I cultivated has fallen down the hill." Then he asked, "What are you doing here at this time?" We were shocked. "Why are you doing this?" I asked. He didn't raise his head. Things started to feel very strange to me. I told my husband, "Come on, let's just go back." On our way back, I saw the man looking at us, a slight smile on his face. Believe me, Rasel Bhai, my soul trembled. I had never seen such an awkward smile in my life. The rain stopped immediately. As soon as we moved forward, with trembling and restless minds, a scene unfolded that made it feel as if the ground was moving away from under our feet. We saw the man again. After walking for about 5 minutes, we saw him sitting in a guava or some other kind of tree in the dark, looking down at us with that same smile. My brain was in a state of confusion. We threw off our sandals and ran straight ahead. The man started throwing guavas at us, still smiling brightly. We were running. There was a narrow bush in front of us. We ran through the bushes, but our legs felt like they weren't moving properly. My husband was ahead of me. Tears were streaming down my face. My husband has a heart condition. Our skin was being cut in different parts of our body, torn by the leaves of various trees. We could see the Teletalk mountain and its tower in front of us. We ran and ran. When we finally reached there and looked back, there was nothing. A sigh of relief escaped us. Suddenly, my husband felt a touch on his head from behind. A guava came from behind and hit him, and he sat down. Surprisingly, another one came from the opposite direction and hit my knee, and it just melted. I knew from the smell that it was a fake fruit. My husband couldn't move. I started screaming on the road, "Help, help, save me." My brother had told me there was a staircase from the mountain that would take less than 5 minutes to reach the main road. I was running, disoriented, and couldn't find the road. I looked towards the distant mountain and saw a head. I was dragging my husband, screaming loudly. I had never experienced such silence before. The road in front of the Faculty of Sociology was visible. I saw a guard coming towards us with a torch in his hand. We were both soaked, with tears in our eyes. We both just sat down on the road. 5 or 7 people and rickshaw drivers came forward to help us. Then, I saw a signboard that read, "For security reasons, climbing this mountain is prohibited." They helped us up and took us to the canteen. They sat us down on the porch and gave us bananas to eat. We didn't say anything. We weren't even in a state to talk. A rickshaw puller commented that something bad must have happened to us. He checked our pockets and reassured us that our phones, money, bags, everything was still there, so we hadn't been robbed. Then, my husband told them everything that had happened. The guard said that people often felt uneasy here. Many times, terrible things had even happened, people had been killed. Many people felt the influence of evil forces here. Maybe we had been affected by something like that. They called a religious person, Huzur Bhai, from the next hall and gave us water. A rickshaw puller arranged for a ride and took us back to our hall. We kept thinking silently, not telling anyone else what had happened. We still don't have an answer to what we experienced. The next day, we both went home with different excuses. We both suffered from fever for a few days. We both got accepted into Chittagong University. I am now at Dhaka University, and Sami is at Chittagong University. He still goes to that hill with his friends, and he has searched extensively for that tree, but he has never been able to find it.